Freezing it. It's the wrong video. I totally hit the wrong video. Fuck
shit.
that. And we're back. Boy, I already fucked this episode up. Oh, good times. I am your host, as always, Matt Musselwhite. I am normally joined by Brian Kern. I was going to tell people that he got COVID, but that doesn't seem like a funny joke. His roof collapsed, and I believe his laptop exploded. So today we have Jordan Modro joining us. What's up, Jordan? Good for you, Jordan. Thanks, buddy. And we also have rapper Nappy High joining us. Bro, I am stoked you're here. What's going on, homie?
Hey, what's up, man? Everything's cool, man. Just chilling, living life, you know.
I can't believe I'm in a winter storm and you're chilling in Hawaii.
You know what, dude? I've been praying for you guys, man. Like, 'cause every time I talk to you guys, it was something new, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, there's always some bullshit out here. It's just stupid. Nah, I would trade this for Hawaii in an instant. I'd pull the Ted Cruz right now and hit that plane.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. I'll do the same thing. Like, I have a friend of mine in Texas, in Dallas, and she's just like, she's fucking going crazy, man.
I think it was colder for them. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh yeah, they're getting
too,
annihilated down there.
Like, damn.
Jeez, yeah. Most of it's subsided now. It's warming up, so prayers to the entire state of Texas. Stay safe out there. Let's talk about some cool shit. I mean, that's what this whole show's about. Did either one of you guys see the Mortal Kombat trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes. Oh,
looks
my
dope,
God.
right?
Badass,
I have, dude. There's so much, and apparently I missed stuff. Like apparently I missed Reptile getting killed in it.
I think Reptile performs a fatality, doesn't he? Or does he get the fatality?
I don't know. I think he gets my friend said he gets the fatality.
I saw a picture of him, and he looks like a man-sized Godzilla.
Wow.
Like he's not in the green ninja suit. He's an actual like dinosaur-looking dude.
That's pretty tight. That's a good design.
But
it's more interesting.
I was also told that there is it opens with a 10-minute fight of Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Wow,
which I'm guessing would be the one that they show in the thing where Sub-Zero performs this fatality of throwing him through the ice wall after he makes a blade out of his blood, which is epic as fuck. I saw that and I stood up. I was like, oh my God. Amazing.
Hey, one question though. Where was Johnny Cage? There's no Johnny Cage? Like,
that's what everyone's asking. Yeah, no Johnny Cage. I don't know if he's in the
for
film.
A second trailer.
Yeah. I mean, I get if they are, it better be an entire Johnny Cage trailer.
Yeah. I saw Goro too. Goro's there. That's badass.
Yeah, Goro makes a quick appearance.
Goro in the first Mortal Kombat movie scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie on that one. It was weird looking. That movie, like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I tried so hard to like those movies, and they were both pretty bad in respective ways. I think Street Fighter was worse, but
it's like cult movies when we were kids. Like, they were cool when we were little, but now
we didn't get video game movies back then. Now every game is made into a movie. There's a Monster Hunter movie on DVD now.
Yeah.
We had a Pokemon movie with Ryan Reynolds. They made a crappy Dragon Ball game. We had a Mario movie. We need a new Mario.
Yeah.
That Mario movie was kind of whack.
It's fucking horrible, dude. But
I'm sure.
We watched it as kids too. We were like, this shit's tight. Like,
oh yeah.
Everything was cool back then. You probably were drinking Pepsi and eating pizza while you watched it.
I heard they got drunk as fuck because they were so depressed.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a dark and gloomy movie for like. Yeah. You compare it to the video game. The video game's bright as shit.
Yeah, it was weird. King Koopa.
Are we talking about Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire. Shout out Houston.
Yeah, shout out Houston. Hit me up.
Shout out Houston.
Every episode, there's two rappers that we have to give an update on, kind of because they're sources of controversy, and one of them we think might get clapped any day. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine update. New song, new video. He's got beef with Meek Mill. Nappy, how do you feel about Tekashi?
You know what? I don't listen to his music. But
I don't blame you.
But he's one of those type of dudes that's just always like getting attention on him. Like, let's face it, you know. But he's doing that. I think he's doing that shit on purpose. Like
It's more calculated than you think.
You know, he doesn't want to lose that fame, so he wants to beef with like new rappers and shit. Like, I mean, do you, man? But like in the end, dude, you're gonna get clapped, dude. You're gonna fuck with the wrong dude, and they're just gonna pull up and fuck you up. Like, it's just the way it is, man. Like,
I'm not wishing that on anyone. I mean, I like watching them, but I can't believe it hasn't happened already. We got close with this Meek Mill shit, and I don't know if Meek just didn't want to make a move or what it was, but that video is funny.
He was probably so stunned about him screaming a Pooh Shiesty bar at him.
He was screaming Pooh Shiesty lyrics at him when Pooh dissed him. Oh,
hey,
man.
You look like a straight up barbecue uncle, like yelling at Tekashi. Yeah, like the fedora and all that.
It was a bad look for Meek because he looked like he was kind of afraid of the security. Because I'm not going to say people are afraid of Tekashi, but like, you know, he's got a couple ex-cops around that are security, armed muscle.
I'm sure Meek don't want to get in trouble at all.
And go right back to the slammer.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure he's just like done being. You know how mad he's going to be if he has to sit in jail over Tekashi 6ix9ine.
That's a good point. Like, nobody wants to go.
Nah, bro.
I got the perfect segue for that. If Meek Mill ends up back in the clink, he can call Kim Kardashian because now she's going to have more free time since she's filed for divorce from Kanye West. It's disappointing news to me because they were the couple I looked up to as a model of love and marriage and trust, and now that's all broken. How heartbroken are you guys to hear that Kim Ye is no more?
I was gonna say Kanye's reportedly not doing well.
Not doing well.
I mean,
I don't want to. I don't know how crazy he is. His craziness to me is just things he says. He's not actually doing crazy stuff. So I would hope that this wouldn't, be an outlet for him to go and like self-harm or do some crazy shit. I just hope he returns. We really don't.
Closed doors.
We really don't.
You know what I mean? Like, we have no idea what that inside life is like. Just the glimpses that people sneak videos of and shit.
Yeah,
and, like, that's fucking stupid.
We think he's crazy now. So imagine, like, behind closed doors, what the fuck he's doing. And as much money and fame as he has, that dude's like, he's buck wild. He's going crazy.
But that's also the thing. Like, we just don't know. Like, he could just be chilling and like being like a normal ass fucking dude. Like, we just don't know.
What's funny is I've used the opposite argument with Kim Kardashian.
People around him sneak out. It's crazy. Like, I mean, like, but like, it's fucking sad too, because they were like, they were. I feel like they were collectively doing stuff together, like trying to change the world, do shit together too. Like, so it's just like, it's unfortunate.
See what music it inspires, I guess.
Yeah, his last big heartbreak gave us 808s and Heartbreak, and that changed like music.
That was a good album.
It changed the direction of music completely.
I just want him to return to the Life of Pablo style. Like, just give me that part 2.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
I want that Graduation style, man.
Oh,
I want that.
My favorite. I said on this podcast, it's the greatest hip hop album of all time.
Yes. I don't know if that Kanye still exists.
I think it does.
College Dropout Kanye is dead.
The Life of Pablo, we had glimpses of that. He's working with like Madlib, shit like that. So
Madlib is so dope.
Madlib is so dope.
Glimpses of it, but he won't do a full length album of that, I think. But as long as he gives us 1 or 2 songs, like, that's enough for me.
Yeah. I just the Ye album was a little disappointing. The stuff he's done with the choir, I'm not a fan of. And going off the track record, let's look at the track record of what happens when a Kardashian leaves a man. Chris Humphries, Reggie Bush, Tristan Thompson, but he came back, but he still sucks on the court.
Yeah, he's not as big as he was.
Are you insinuating that Ye is about to fall off?
Hey, these girls ruin dudes. So what's going to happen? Are we ever going to get another good album? Is Kanye just going to tank?
Legend.
Is it only the Kardashians or is it the Jenners also?
I don't think it's the Jenners because
I don't know, because Devin
Kendall's-
Booker's eating on the court right
Kendall's
now.
with Devin Booker, and he beat her ex-boyfriend Ben Simmons on the court. Ben's still decent. Travis Scott still seems to be doing well, and I think him and Kylie broke up, right? I can't keep up with these girls.
Yeah, Kuzma was garbage for a while too, but he's coming back.
Oh my god, I forgot he was messing around with them. That explains how he played this. Oh god. Okay.
He was playing garbage, but I like his role now. It's cool. He knows.
Hey, they figured it out. They won a championship.
Yeah,
they figured it out. Whatever was working.
Fuck, dude, Brooklyn looks good.
Ah man, I just don't see Brooklyn being able to coexist.
What?
Kyrie,
I do. They
James Harden, Kevin Durant. They're gonna explode.
No,
there's no way.
Nope. Nope. As long as they figure out how to play playoff defense, it's
yeah.
Well, it also depends on if a healthy Los Angeles is showing up.
We just turned into sports radio.
It is what it is. Like it went there. It went there.
Oh,
we're talking about the Kardashians ruining athletes. So it's just like it had to get there.
Eventually, there's going to be a documentary on this shit about all the men in their lives that they've ruined.
Which one would you fuck? Courtney, Kim, or what's the other one? Chloe, huh? Which one? Or the mom?
I'm not risking.
Oh man, Chris. I feel like Chris would be a power move. But
Chris would be a power move.
Chloe is how do I say this without being a sexist piece of shit? She looks better after she got work done.
Okay.
And then Courtney, I don't really know anything about Courtney. I don't keep up with her as I keep up with the other Kardashians.
Kendall's like a celebrity crush.
I like the Jenners. I want Kylie, I want Kendall, and I want Bruce all to myself. Or Caitlyn. Whatever. Caitlyn. She's a beautiful woman. Speaking of beautiful women, did you guys hear that Lauryn Hill's album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, finally went diamond?
Long overdue.
First female rapper to ever have a diamond record. Now, when I was thinking about this record's been out for like over a decade. It's been 2 decades. It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's been enough time, but I'm thinking like, who was the person to tip the scale? Who was the 10 millionth one? Because the buzzer doesn't go off. They have no idea, but they're the ones responsible for this. Because I can't imagine there's a shit ton of copies of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill being sold right now.
I mean, is it on streaming services?
But that's not what they're talking. I don't think you can have a diamond record from streaming.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can.
You can have a diamond single.
But not, you have to be selling records.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. RIAA, right? RIA?
I thought it was all combined. I thought it all combined or something. I don't know.
Either way, it's designed to screw the artist. So as long as Nappy's getting screwed over, that's what the truth is.
I'm getting fucked right now, dude. Seriously.
No.
And record deals.
I'm so sorry. I totally feel you. I totally feel you. That's all I'll say.
If you're not getting fucked, you're not trying.
Oh no, I know, bro. Trust me. I went through it.
Dude, I've turned down.
I feel it.
I'm just like, nah. I'm gonna bust a Larry June, man. Fuck that. Stay independent.
Do it, hey. I hope you do, my man. I hope you do.
I mean, I plan to, man. Like, that's just what I'm doing. Like, I'm just doing me, just trying to make music, just trying to chill. You know, that's why I like messing with rappers and producers are like entrepreneurs. You know, like they make their own.
They got the business sense.
Yes, like, but they just make music too, so that's cool. I like that. You know.
Yeah,
definitely.
For sure.
Hey, if you're asking for advice, I say pick a gimmick, sell out right away, and just be a shell of yourself, man. That's the way to get to the top. That's what I've learned.
Fake it till you make it.
No, just fake it forever. Just don't ever be real. Like real hip hop's like, yeah, that's out the window, bro.
Hey, you're right.
Nah, but in the long run,
yes,
this is good. Yeah, the good shit lasts.
It does. You're right.
Flat out, good shit always lasts.
You can have a one-hit wonder, but after that, what happens? You know?
Yeah.
A lot of those dudes that had one-hit wonders in the 90s ended up becoming like record execs and still being rich. You just never ever heard their music again. I'll take that job. Give it to me.
That's what I'm saying. Lil Bibby. I never heard a Lil Bibby song in a long time, and he got Juice WRLD up and popping. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
What was that rapper? He was like that. He was like a skinny white boy. He was like something shady. Not Eminem, but it was like, I forget his name. But from what I've heard, is that he had like a huge hit, and he charges features, but it's like $100 for like a 16 or something like that.
That's
but
nothing.
He had a huge hit. Yeah. Huge hit.
Was he a real rapper, or was he like a
Jesus or something like that.
I know he was a joke, right? He was like a joke on Facebook.
Yeah.
But it got
Slim
viral,
Jesus.
and he was like, I guess he was doing like sponsorships and shit like that.
That's the new age equivalent to one hit wonder. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's for sure.
Hopefully this dude doesn't turn into a one-hit wonder, but word is next week Bobby Shmurda is getting out of jail. All because Mitch caught a body about a week ago. Are you guys stoked to get more Shmurda murder?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm just interested to see how he's going to be welcomed back to the world.
I think people are excited. I bet you it's going to be
I think
when
people
Gucci
are excited
Mane got out, jumped on a bunch of songs.
The same thing.
I mean,
so it's that kind of thing. It's like the next generation of that. Because I remember when we were teenagers, Gucci was always in and out, came out, and he's always been a legend. I want to see if Bobby gets to actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, he did his time like a man. You know, like trying to get out, just keep doing music. So I respect it.
Yeah. He didn't talk from everything that they said, but everything was already on the song, so they used that against him. When I think of Bobby Shmurda, it's like he came out with an EP that was like a major label EP, and then he went straight to jail. How long was Shine out before he went to jail? Because has there ever been a rapper that's like debuted and then went right into the slammer? Like, that was so unfortunate for his career.
Did you really just drop a Shine reference?
Yeah, I dropped a Shine reference. Sorry, Metalcore Twitter's not going to understand what we're talking about right now. But we'll teach you
just
later.
Took me back so bad.
Shine Poe.
I can hear Barrington Levy in my head going, "Whoa!" Like I can hear it now. Like
Shine also had one of the biggest flops I've ever heard in 2004 or 5. He dropped his return album on Def Jam. They gave him his own imprint. It was a green cover. It might have been called the Green Album or something weird. He dropped the album and it was terrible. It was really, really bad. And I think they pulled the plug on the whole deal because I never saw another album from him.
Damn, that's ruthless.
Oh yeah. We've realized that too with a lot of our favorite bands that like they'll be independent, and if they don't sell that 25,000 the first week, they pull the marketing right away. Yeah. So they for sure as shit won't hit it then.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about your music.
It's they loan you the money, you make the record, you don't sell, then you owe the money.
Yeah.
No one realizes that. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
We deal with a lot of like unsigned bands mostly. They think the end game is getting signed, that when they're signed they can go home and someone else does all the work and they can just go to a studio occasionally, and it's far from that.
Nah, man. I mean, maybe if you're like Kanye level, maybe if you're Travis Scott level, but like, what are the chances of that? You know,
and even then, they grind it at some point.
Yeah, you gotta grind to like dictate your own kind of moves, type shit.
You gotta grind so you can disappear on your own terms.
Yeah. I mean, really, exactly. Honestly,
like Usher.
Whenever you're just tired of doing it, like you just be like, you know what, I've done what I need to do. I don't feel like I have anything left to prove. If you don't, at that point, like, fuck it. Like if you feel that way about yourself, then who's to tell you you can't do that?
Especially that's exactly why I retired from bare knuckle boxing.
Oh my god, that's coming back around. You might be able to get back in.
Yo, no, I ain't fucking with that shit. So we brought up Travis Scott. Something funny happened with Travi the other day. He was at a Houston Rockets game in his hometown of Houston, and they misidentified him on television and referred to him as ASAP Rocky.
It had to be a joke. Oh, it was on television or in the...
It was on television. It was on the basketball game.
I thought it was in the, like, I guess there's nobody at the fucking game. Why would that even happen? Yeah, that's horrible.
They look similar?
They do a little bit. It's not the worst comparison.
It's the hair. It's the hair,
the head, the eyes, and then everything else from down here is different. The teeth.
They both have like they both have like similar braids. So like, but like they both get like I think ASAP gets confused as Travis too. Like it's like it happens to both of them. Travis gets mad.
Oh, God forbid anyone. Oh, I would hate to be the dude who fucks that up. Because then they're just going to accuse you of thinking everyone looks the same or some shit. And you're going to.
No. Well, did you fucking see the one that they were walking through paparazzi and Travis was like, I'm not fucking ASAP. Like he snapped out.
Oh shit!
I didn't see
if I
that.
saw him, I would call him ASAP Rocky.
Oh,
Just to see how he reacts. You know.
Straight up.
Like,
oh man, I just like.
You already know what I would say if I seen him. I would just yell, "It's lit!"
Yeah.
And then move on. All right. The funniest news I found this week comes courtesy of Jordan's favorite rapper, Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Since when?
So we already seen Lil Uzi Vert get that pink diamond installed in his head, 24 mil down the drain. Now Lil Uzi Vert has revealed his list of the most influential rappers in his career. Interesting choice at number 1. I don't think any rapper in the game would have chose this person. Lil Uzi Vert chose number 1 was Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Yeah.
You know what? I like seeing that he's still getting his due in 2021.
I mean, dude, I like Mike Jones as much as the next guy. It's just a funny comparison.
The Lamar Jackson Mike Jones incident, right?
No.
There was a reporter interviewing Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens, for people that don't know what football is, and his name was Mike Jones. And the whole time, Lamar's just trying to not laugh, and finally he just goes, "Mike Jones!"
Actually,
John Harbaugh wanting to listen to Mike Jones now and shit, bro. I was dead. I was like, we love it. 2021, his streams is going up.
Dude, shouts to Mike Jones, because I met that dude. He was mad humble, and not many rappers are humble. So that was pretty cool to experience.
Well, and also you said influential.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's funny.
Big influence.
Man, that Houston, like Dallas, like the whole Texas area took over hip hop at one point.
Yeah, and strictly I would say on the back of Mike Jones.
Houston took over the rap game. Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Millionaire, all that shit blew up.
That shit was banging.
And afterwards, we had a little bit of run with the Bay Area for like maybe 2 years, and then it disappeared. And we've never got it back. Maybe one day.
I mean, just a little bit. I feel like a little bit.
You got Travis, like he's from Houston.
I mean, I'm a Cali guy. I just live in Texas, bro. I can't claim any of this shit. I barely say y'all. I just like sweet tea. The quotes attributed to this shit is funny, dude. Quote, the first rapper that I ever learned lyric for lyric was Mike Jones. That's the first rapper I learned every lyric for lyric, and I wanted to be like him. I had a Boost Mobile, and my mom would give me $15, and I'd get phone cards and shit, and I would spend all my money calling Mike Jones' number because I wanted to talk to him. I remember the number by heart to this day, 281-330-8004. I felt the star power from him. He had that star power.
Damn, he meant every word.
He really did. So he's sincere about that shit. So it's cool. But the rest of the list is interesting because you've heard what Lil Uzi Vert sounds like. So how do any of these rappers contribute to his style? Okay, maybe 2 of them. Lil Wayne, I could hear that a little bit. Remy Ma. I don't hear any Remy Ma in Lil Uzi Vert. Corrupt. I don't hear any Corrupt in Lil Uzi Vert. And Young Thug. I hear nothing but Young Thug and Lil Uzi Vert.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, here's nothing but Young Thug and Uzi Vert. I mean, just because is he listing at his? Are they listed as his most influential or just like most influential? Okay,
his.
Well, I think Jordan knows what's up. When it comes to an artist making music, what they listen to is completely different. Like what I listen to is completely different than what I make, but it still influences me. And
oh, bro, 100%.
Like I listen to some weird ass shit. Like I've been listening to like 70s, like Japanese, like psychedelic shit. Fucking Roy Ayers, the OJs, the Dramatics, Marvin Gaye.
Oh wow!
It doesn't really sound like that, but that's like all I listen to for real. Like
if you
But
listen to the genre that you're actively writing and participating in, you can't help but end up biting someone.
biting?
But
Yeah, like stealing their style or biting their
but-
style or
yeah.
whatever.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
also
my bad.
kind of important to be in tune with that stuff. Like you
Like-
gotta know what's going on. Like you gotta know what else is going on out there. Like it's not necessary. You gotta try not to bite because obviously, like I just feel like as an artist, like it's important to really listen to everything and get influence from anything and
yeah.
everything because you never know what's gonna be. Like I limited myself so much so when I was like 18 and I finally started listening to like 60s, 70s music and all that crazy shit and realized like, man, I was missing out.
You
The
guys listen to
fuck, like-
Tool? You guys like Tool, the band?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like not like religiously. Like
They're
I
a
listen
good
to every
band,
album, but
but I can't
respect
stand them because they give
I
me a
respect
migraine with the. Yeah, we
I'm
get it,
more like-
Maynard.
I'm more like a Deftones guy. Like I like that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like Deftones and metal. Like they're
Love
great.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, all those guys, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
big
Tool,
big
Peppers
big
are
into
great.
Deftones.
Tool
Mhm.
inspires me because Danny Carey, the drummer, is fucking dope, dude. Like his percussions, he uses like the Chinese gong, like
Yeah.
he uses fucking everything you could think of. And when you see him live, this dude has like a laptop and he's like drumming on the laptop. He's fucking hitting the gong, like it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
But hearing him just by himself, like I get inspired by those sounds. Like it just sounds like kind of like Caribbean or like tribal kind of. But
Mhm.
it's dope. Like that shit.
It's definitely draws from all over, like influences from all over the world, and I'm sure those dudes listen to anything and everything as well. Because I mean, they're older, they're all older than we are, so like they've been listening to all sorts of crazy shit for the longest time.
Yeah, man, that shit's dope. I can't stop
Mhm.
listening. I was listening on the plane. That shit was tight. It's tripping
Mhm.
out.
Oh, you gotta find the right vibe for the plane ride. that's super important. Always.
Dude, I'm always miserable on my flights. Like I am
I'm
so
always
unhappy
good,
at
man.
airports. Don't ever
love
ask me
it
for an
so
autograph
much.
at an airport. I hate everyone, including myself, when I'm at an airport.
Just want to be left alone.
Everything is bad. I'm so stressed trying to make the flights and shit gets delayed. Like flying in and out of where I'm at is stupid. San Antonio Airport can kiss my ass. Have you guys seen this video that's been circulating with Quavo? He's got a choppa and he's installed a chainsaw on it, a la Gears of War.
That was
I did
Quavo?
see it.
Yeah, Quavo
that's
did it.
incredible.
Damn, how many? Damn. What kind of
It's
enemies
a-
you got in Atlanta?
Dude, I don't know why you would ever need this unless there is a legit zombie apocalypse. It's straight up like Gears of War. I'm not a gun guy. I don't know what the hell it is. It's a fully automatic. It looks wicked as shit,
Oh,
but it's got a
yeah.
real chainsaw on it.
That's tight. He's the cold
Looks like
train.
some M16 shit, dude. Like I was like, what? This is
Bro.
wild.
Yeah, that's how you chop your fingers off.
That's how you have too much money. Like you just be like, what else can I buy?
Yeah.
Chainsaw attachment.
Did it turn on though? Was the chainsaw?
Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
so here's the thing: the chainsaw was going kind of like in a demo mode, but he never went like wah, and it went faster to like chop some.
Oh.
He didn't demonstrate chopping anything with his
Damn.
chopper.
Wouldn't you
That's
have wanted to see that though? Like kind of
Yeah.
like check
I
this
love
out.
I want to see him like buck a tree with that.
Yeah, like check this shit. I got plan another one, but yeah.
I want to know if he was inspired by Gears of War because that's the only time I've seen chainsaws on automatics.
I think Call of Duty has caught up to like having that now. Don't quote me on that. I like barely pay attention to the attachment.
I was gonna say, Call of Duty's been disappointing everyone lately.
I never played.
I don't even, dude.
You're
I
not a
bought it.
gamer?
I don't even know why I play it.
No, I mean I play sometimes, but definitely not like how I used to. But I mean, I kind of
What kind of games do you play?
To be honest, dude, the last games I played were Last of Us 2 and the remake of Final Fantasy 7. Just because I played.
Okay.
As a kid.
Yeah,
Those were
yeah.
the last two I played.
Did you
Sometimes
play
I
the
play
snowboarding level a whole bunch?
Damn, no, SSX Tricky. Remember that shit?
I remember that,
Yes.
but I remember Final
Yes.
Fantasy 7 had a
Shit.
snowboarding mission.
Oh, there was,
Bro.
Oh,
There-
there was.
There is, yeah.
But
SSX
that
Tricky
first
is
game-
ill.
That first game is like it's just the first disc in the old game. So it's
Yeah.
not the rest of the 3. So I was like, damn, like $60 for this shit.
Wait a minute, the remake isn't even the.
It's not the full game. Then you pay full price. But it was
Wow.
long. Weird. It took me a long.
It is a long game. I only knew a few people who even beat the game because no one. I mean, we were in like 5th grade. Nobody was sticking with it to beat games back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Other
shit
than
was
like
tough.
the 64 game stories.
I just remember when I had Twisted Metal 2, everyone wanted to come over to my house and play that shit. That game was epic.
Dude.
Yeah.
Damn. You got Twister. You got that big ass dude with the tires as arms and shit.
Axel.
Yeah,
his arms are stuck into the wheels.
Everybody wanted to be Sweet Tooth though.
Name,
Sweet Tooth, Thumper, Warthog,
Brimstone, Calypso.
Wasn't there like a pimp too? He drove
Thumper,
like
the pink lowrider.
Thumper.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's what Jordan said, huh?
It had a blowtorch flamethrower.
Do you remember Twisted Metal Black?
Yeah, I played it
the
online.
The one that got like rated mature and like it got super brutal, like Sweet Tooth like cutting people's throats and shit.
Yeah, that was like the last one.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I thought this was just like an edgy battle game. This is just like, what the fuck, man?
That game was dope because if you bought the online expansion hardware for your PlayStation 2, you can mail away and get the Black Twisted Metal Black online for free. But it took like 6 months to arrive, and by the time I got there, I had completely forgot I even wanted it. Nappy, you dropped an album a couple of weeks ago. We reviewed it. We were stoked on it. We dig it. It's called Villains. It's available everywhere. Why is it called Villains? Are you a villain?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a villain.
I mean, everybody, including myself on the album, has done some dark shit. You know, like, I mean, I used to slang, dude, like for like a long time, and so did everybody else on the album did too. And like at one point, everybody was a villain. Everybody has a story to tell. Like, we may be different now. We may be making music, whatever. But like that album is pretty much a background of what we used to be, you know, or maybe a part of us still is, right? Doesn't really go away, but it doesn't mean you got to be going crazy and shit. But that's why it's called Villains. Like, I mean, there's
that made way too much sense.
Yeah, you change and develop as you go on, for sure.
Yeah,
that made way too much sense, dude. It's like, oh well, we got high, and that was the name we pulled out of a hat.
Yep.
I mean,
Yup.
You know.
Yeah.
Blue.
I can dig it. I know 2 of the dudes on that album for sure, Slang. How did you link up with Conway the Machine and Boldy James, the Griselda dudes?
I asked them. Dude,
that's all it took?
Dude, I love hearing that. I love hearing, like, because that, I feel like that doesn't happen anymore. Like, just genuine,
Man, I got blessed, man, because now I'm working with Griselda. But fucking Jake, their manager, too. I emailed Conway, and then their manager Jake hit me up, and I'm like, hey, dude, just call me, because I like talking not only to the manager, I like talking to the artists too.
Mm-hmm.
So I spoke to both of them, and then he's like, yo, like Conway's gonna jump on his beat, and I'm like, perfect. So he recorded it, and I didn't know who the fuck I wanted on the second verse, because I was like, damn, like what now? I have Conway. Who's gonna put up with Conway?
It's tough, right?
You know? And then Jake calls me, and he's like, hey, Boldy's in the studio. He just heard the track. He wants to be on the second verse. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And I was in Central California. I think I was in Sonora. I think I was in Sonora. And I was at a hotel, and then he called me, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I'm down. Like, just get him on it.
Boldy sounds so sick on that track.
That whole track is smooth. Even the instrumental, like I was like, oh, this is fucking old school. Like I vibe with it. Like that's my style of production.
Yeah, that song did things for me.
Definitely. It was definitely a
smooth vibe.
Alchemist, you know, it kind of inspired me for that.
Yes.
The Alchemist is by far my favorite producer. I worship the ground the guy walks on.
He's on my list.
Bro, like, what's it like working with that dude? I mean, he just seems like a fucking genius.
I think I think it's like working with any other artist. You know, like he's probably just the same. He's just a dude that makes music. I mean, I know he has like a bunch of. Yeah, I mean, he's got the Grammy nod, and he has
He's
a lot
got a
of music
fat
with a bunch of
catalog.
artists. You know,
You got
but
2. I'm so
he's been
happy to
around
see that,
forever.
man.
I think he's just like any other artist, man. Like, of course, I know he's a legend, but if you're in the studio with him, he's gonna think the same way you think. You know, at least that's the way I look at it.
He seems
Like,
down to earth.
I would never like if I was in the studio with him. I'm not gonna think different. Like, I'm gonna make music the same way, and he's gonna do the same thing. And I think he won't be like, oh, I'm Alan, like I'm the alchemist, blah blah. Like nah. I think he'll be chill. You know.
He seems like the most like least ego dude involved in hip hop.
I love producers like that, man. Madlib,
Yeah, for sure.
Madlib is like, he's like the beat god. Like, he just finds samples that are like so obscure, and you can't find that shit. And like, he just loops it.
It takes a special ear, man, to work it like he does, for sure. Like, I respect the fuck out of that dude's work.
His new release was good.
Yeah, it was great. But it's always great. He's been doing it for so long. Like, even the flow of the beats on like something like Mad Villain, they're perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. Like,
the
dude
collab
just got
with
that
Freddie Gibbs.
ear. Yeah, Freddie, same thing.
I think I listen to Pinata like at least twice a day, at least.
I seen this list. It said the top 10 hardest working rappers in the game right now. They fucked up by not putting you on it, but number 1 on that list was him.
I'm a rapper though.
Well, you're not a rapper. You're an entrepreneur.
I'm a producer, for sure.
Okay,
I'm not a rapper. I mean, if it goes in order, I would say producer, DJ, engineer, and rapper last, for sure. Because I'm not a rapper, man. Like, I didn't rap in all the villains. I only rap like on weekdays like 3 times or something like that. But I like making the beats. I do not consider myself a rapper. Like, I feel like it's disrespectful to like rappers that have been doing it in the game a long time, and like I know what I do. Like, I just like to produce, you know.
Word.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's definitely a fun game for sure.
Yeah.
What did you grow up listening to? Like, I mean, you got to be like around our age, and I know I was coming up that G-Funk era, the Dr. Dre's, the Chronic. Like, the Chronic might be one of the first records I ever heard.
I think it's top 10 album, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I mean, Dre.
With the sequel.
Snoop. It was like my family. Like, my brother listened to Dre, Snoop, Quick. You know, my other brother was like bands like Deftones, Tool, fucking bunch of bands. And my dad was like, he was straight 70s.
Wow.
Straight.
Perfect combo.
And then my sister, she was like R&B, neo soul, like Aaliyah, TLC, shit like pop too. So I kind of was hearing all this music, and I just like made it, I guess, who I am now. But 70s music, soul music, hip hop. My brother that bumped West Coast hip hop, he would bump like Wu-Tang and like shit like that too. So I got Mobb Deep in there. So it was kind of a mixture of
Mobb Deep. There was when I was in high school from 2001 around there, I listened to Mobb Deep. I listened to a lot of those East Coast artists. We got hated on for supporting East Coast rappers. Like, we weren't allowed to listen to them. Like, we're only supposed to listen to dudes from the Bay or LA, and that's it. Like, you're a poser if you listen to shit else.
Dude, West Coast, East Coast was a real thing, I feel like.
This was in 2001. We weren't even like shooting people still. It was crazy.
It was still just like, I don't know, people still fought for it, I guess.
Like,
I don't know.
dudes in the Bay didn't want to collab with people on the East Coast. And it was stupid to me because I'm thinking of like the artists you mentioned, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, the Locks, D-Block, there's a lot of like legendary, like big time MCs over there. And y'all are going to just ignore them. And then sure enough, a bunch of Bay dudes start featuring the Locks and Styles P's on everyone's song. And that shit went out the window.
Yeah, it was like a pride thing, man. Like, people in the West Coast, I mean, I could speak for it too. Like, we're really prideful.
Oh yeah,
every person I know in the West Coast is like, especially rappers, these dudes all got egos. Like, but it's just part of the game. And the East Coast, I think it's the same thing. They're like, well, lyrically, like, I could kill you. And the West Coast, we're like, well, that's cool, you can kill me lyrically, but like, as far
I'll smoke you.
An artist as a whole, like live, like I'm gonna get the crowd more like into it. You know what I'm saying? Like YG, like YG's like that. I don't know, like it's just a pride thing, especially in the West Coast.
Do you remember when the game came out? I often tell people that was like one of the few musical phenomena that I got to witness, because it's like as soon as he came out, even before the album, everyone wanted his music. Like he was the biggest thing for really about a year. It kind of died off after that, but he was big shit. And I remember people giving him hell because they said he had an East Coast flow, that he didn't sound like a West Coast rapper. It's like they're just trying to drag him down for like whatever they can. It's stupid shit.
Was it because his voice, or because I don't know, like people like to say anything about anything. Like
we can't all enunciate our R's like DJ Quick. I mean, when I first heard Wiz Khalifa, I thought he was from Cali. He sounds like he is.
ASAP is a perfect example.
He does not sound like a New York MC. I think he
raps like he's from the South, but he dresses like he's from Cali, but he's from New York.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I feel like A$AP Rocky is like just like a out of his mind songwriter. Like that dude is he's got his own swag waves like put together. Like he's one of the most. I would go as far as saying he's probably one of the most interesting rappers like in the game right now.
Yeah, you're right. Like he's like
every time he does something, anytime A$AP Mob for sure, but every time A$AP Rocky does something, people come out to pay attention. And like when he's gone, it's quiet.
I wouldn't say he's on like Kendrick's level and things like that as far as lyrical ability, but as far as an artist, I see what you're saying. Like he's not afraid to experiment and do things like that.
Yeah, tough to be on Kendrick's level.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. You gotta really go hard to go at that type of level.
This comment's in regards to that West Coast pride. It says, "Oh yeah, we born proud." This doesn't have the same ring to it when a white guy says "born proud." Gotta watch out for the trigger words.
Oh my god.
Since Uzi Vert listed his most influential rappers, off the top of your head, do you have anyone you would credit as being like an artist of any type, whether rapper, music, whatever, that was like influential in building you to what you are?
Rapper or
anyone? 70s. It could be Tool. It could be JoJo Siwa, but I prefer it don't be.
For sure. Jay Dilla, Slum
Village.
Wow. I mean Madlib too, but Dilla was like the point where I knew I wanted to make music. Like
that's hard.
And Madlib's his fucking protege, so like
it's
learned
like he just
everything from him. Yeah,
Dilla,
awesome.
Dilla for sure. I think Jay Dilla, Pharrell, Kanye, Ninth Wonder. And I was
Ninth
Wonder.
God, Ninth Wonder's not talked about enough anymore, dude. Ninth Wonder has classics.
You know what changed? You know what got me? He did that video breakdown of like the Kendrick songs that he made on.
He's a smart producer.
Damn, dude. When he broke all that shit down, I was like, "You're a fucking genius, bro!" Like wow, like I was the craziest shit ever.
I really liked the beats he contributed to the Black album. I thought that.
Fuck yes.
Those "What's up, pimp? This threats." Those songs were good.
Him and Pharrell, like that album is like their beats. They fucking went crazy. And Pharrell too, man.
People don't realize if you hear Pharrell's beats with Daft Punk or these pop artists, you're not gonna think like, they're packing bangers for rappers. Man, the whole Star Trek Entertainment had some badass beats from the Neptunes.
Dude, the Neptunes are one of the greatest hip hop producing duos in all time history.
Yes, in any genre of music.
In any genre of music, like Pharrell and Chad Hugo just dominated at a time.
Man,
no one can say otherwise.
I think there was a year where every song on the radio, I think they produced like 60% of it or something like that.
Oh my god, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah,
that's at all.
That's amazing.
He's a genius.
That makes me think that during the Scott Storch era, that he probably had like 80% of the airwaves.
Scott Storch dominated for a time too. It was wild.
If I was gonna stereotype a West Coast producer, I would not have said that Jay Dilla and Pharrell were gonna be your tops. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Dilla for sure. Just
Dilla just re-released Welcome to Detroit, I think last
yes,
week.
I think once I heard Think Twice on that album, I think that's what changed my not my sound, but like my whole outlook in music and how to approach it. Because when I heard that song and there was like 4 switch ups and Dwelle's in it, and everybody thinks Dwelle's singing on it, but he's not. He's playing the trumpet. Dilla's singing, and Dilla's playing the drums. So
I
when
didn't
I
even
heard
know
that
Dilla
drum,
sang.
I
I
was
didn't
like,
either. I had no idea.
yeah, that
That's
ain't
crazy.
that's not Dwelle. That's Dilla. So when I
I
heard
got a
that,
copy of Donuts somewhere around here because I
man,
believe Donuts came out right after he died.
Wow. Yeah,
And
that's
Donuts,
awesome.
I
think
went to
Donuts
Amoeba
is
and
like,
picked it up.
when I hear Donuts, you get emotional because I feel like every song he made, he made a song for some person in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like his mother or like his brother. And you can
it
hear
meant
it. Like
something.
it's kind of like a goodbye letter, I guess. So when you hear it, you get really emotional.
Oh yeah, they said he made beats in like his hospital bed and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like dude just got robbed of a career. It's such a
yeah.
shame
Because
like
if you think about it now, he would probably be legendary. He was underground for so long, he never got the acclaim.
That's interesting to say too, because maybe he wouldn't. You know, it's like when you die, when you pass away, all of a
yeah,
sudden you become a legend.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I mean, I think the only living legend, like, I mean, Doom was a living legend, right? You know, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
he's one of the
Doom was
few.
in his own right. Yeah,
But Dilla was like straight underground, like straight slum village, like. And as soon as he died, everybody's like, "Oh, he's the greatest. He's the greatest." But in reality, he was always the greatest. You know.
yeah.
I feel
So I
that.
understand.
But it's always about like you always think about artists like a Jay Dilla or like even like a Kurt Cobain or like a Jimi Hendrix, where you
Yeah.
think about like what could have been of their careers. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
what I
they
like
were
to think about. Where
the
would they be?
pioneers of their craft. Like what could they have done? Like Jimi Hendrix could have reinvented guitar for all we fucking know.
I've always said that if their vocalists hadn't killed themselves, that Sublime and Nirvana would have been the 2 biggest bands in America by far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Sublime for sure. I think Nirvana, I think they were always destined for Kurt to do some crazy shit and break up and kill himself or do something. Like Kurt wanted to die for a very long time and had issues, but if he wasn't crazy and held it together, that would have been really interesting. Dilla, you bring up a good point. He could have just stayed underground forever because that's kind of his forte.
I
His
don't think he would have cared. I think
No,
he
he
just
yeah.
wouldn't.
like,
Some people kill it.
It ain't about that. Yeah,
I think he just
That's
loved
not a
his
bad
music.
role.
I think yeah, his music influenced me, but who he was and how he approached it influences me even more. You know, like just do what you love, do the way you like to do it, and if people fuck with it, like that's cool. Like thank
Exactly.
you, you know. But if they don't, like you're still just doing what you love, and like
his
that's the way I
drums were
approach music.
so unique. I don't think I could even like recreate a J Dilla type beat. It'd be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah.
It was just really obscure beat patterns.
Loose drums, super loose
Yeah,
drums,
no
like
contest,
like
for sure.
and it's in the best way possible. You're like, how did you even find that fucking pocket like of a groove? Like fuck out of here, dude.
Like, every
Let's-
beat on
legend
Villains,
shit.
like every beat on Villains, I never pictured an artist on it. I just made it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like later on, I was like, you know what? I think this dude would sound dope on it, or this dude. And then, but in the moment, I'm not thinking like, oh, this is gonna be a hit, or this is gonna be dope. Like I just kind of do it, and I think he approached the same way, and I think Madlib does the same thing. So I think that's why I'm so attracted to their music and their journey, and everybody pays attention, you know, because they don't care, like they don't care if a rapper's on it or not, and
Yeah.
or a singer or whatever, and I like that. I'm the same way. Like your
Do you,
instrumentals are a voice within itself.
do you have an all-time favorite beat or like list of them or anything? Like when you hear it, you're just like, that's that shit.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Well, for sure, Slum Village Climax. I think that's one of the illest beats.
You answered that so much faster than I ever could.
I gotta go download this, dude. I am not up on Slum Village.
Like, Dilla's verse too. Madlib, I would say, Do You Know? K-Tronada too, he's a big ass influence to me. I think Free Fall is one of my favorite beats from him. Uh, man, put me on the spot.
Right?
Yeah,
The one,
those are
if the one that comes to mind for me, I mean, you could go with like a ton of like Mobb Deep or Havoc beats and shit, but worst come to worst, the Dilated Peoples, it's an Alchemist beat. It was also randomly used and sampled by Ludacris later on. I don't know how or why he got away with that, but that Dilated Peoples song, that beat is just a feel-good beat. It just sounds good.
Classic. Like, that's just classic. You could hear it today, and you're like, damn, this is my shit. Next day,
it's definitely classic to me for sure.
Dude, Evidence is definitely underrated too. That's my homie Memnock. That's his favorite rapper.
Bro, that's my favorite MC. Dilated is my shit. Like, oh nice. Yeah. If you check my Facebook, I got some mark ass pictures with Evidence, man. Dope MC, dope beats, dope dude. Always collabs with cool people. If I see your name next to his on iTunes, dude, I'm gonna freak out. So
it can happen soon because I'm always in Venice, and I've seen him before, but he has a homie named Spontos who has a brand called Born and Raised. It's Born X Raised, but Born and Raised, and he collabs with like YG, Steve Lacy, Evidence. But I see him and I talk to him, and we know each other. He always gives me clothes and shit. But Evidence, he's in that vicinity, so I might just ask him. But I'm sure he'll do it.
This would be the perfect time to ask this question then. Personal preference, gangster rap or backpack rap?
Gangster rap or backpack rap? Oh, your mic is kind of like scratchy.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Me?
No, you said.
All right.
Gangster rap.
Oh, gangster rap? I disappear and come back. It's all good. We're going to keep this train rolling. Do I still sound shitty to you?
All right. It sounds like staticky.
Oh, great. I love when we have audio issues. I can hear it reverbing through you, and I know it sounds shitty. Do you remember the show Rap City: The Basement?
Yeah.
I got kicked.
Okay, I gotta fix this. Hold on. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna fix it.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, you sound way too my shit.
Oh yeah, no, because I just got kicked and I got back in.
Oh shit.
All right, I think it's Nappy's connection, but I'm gonna try to keep trucking on. Yeah, someone's mic is real fucked up. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, Nappy's chilling on a beach in Hawaii. I can't blame him, but that might be the connection. You can still okay. We definitely can't hear him. So I'm gonna get him to leave and come back.
For sure.
Did you listen to Slum Village a lot?
Not a lot.
I know Dilla was like kind of in that group, and they're all Detroit
no,
and stuff.
I'm aware of it, but like it's still like a dive. Like I still got and stuff.
Oh my god, there's two Nappies in the stream right now.
Oh shit! I only see me and you.
His face ain't moving. That's not a good sign.
Oh no. Oh no.
Bro, he's way more humble than people I talk to in the hip hop world.
Oh yeah, super good dude, super cool dude.
That
definitely makes music for all. Sounds like he makes music for all the right reasons. Definitely solid. I like the shit that I've heard. So
yeah, the album's real sick. If y'all haven't picked it up, Villains, it's streaming everywhere. Do him a favor, go buy the shit. Go buy a fucking physical copy. I think some exist.
Yeah.
I dig it. The collabs are dope. It's I want to say it exists somewhere between like gangster rap and backpack rap, and maybe it teeters more on that gangster side.
Yeah,
I dig it though. I like it a lot.
I like West Coast vibe. Like it's got that West Coast like smooth beats, super chill. Like but like it's got
chill,
it.
but like a gunfight could break out at any point. I really hope he comes back because I got all these Clipper jokes for him, dude. I was gonna ask him if he was a big Clippers fan.
That's funny.
Fuck. It was definitely Nappy's mic when he was talking cut out like Megatron. Bro, so he's been in Hawaii for like the past couple weeks. He had this vacation booked and he was like cool enough to want to do the interview while he was away. And so I got to give him props for that.
Yeah.
Because if I was in Hawaii, I might just fuck off.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm smoking weed on a beach or something.
Trying to get him back. So I had some really good shit to ask him. I'm a big fan of backpack rap, and there's always some funny metalhead or white kid that asks me what backpack rap means. It's like, it's underground, and it's somewhere between like being conscious and not just shouting a bunch of nonsense about your pistol. Like, instead of toting a pistol, you carry a backpack, and it might have a skateboard in it. It might have books. Dilated Peoples, I think, is definitely backpack. There's a lot of decent artists in that genre where they're like more credible because they're not necessarily on that bullshit. Like, Kanye West actually started as a backpack rapper and slowly transitioned into a full-blown egotistical megalomaniac.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It is what it is. I just hope he's all right, like Kanye. I hope he, you know what I mean? Like, he gets whatever help it is that he needs, if he needs any at all. Like,
I'm hoping he's okay, and I'm hoping it spawns a good album. Like, we've realized when Eminem is sober and not on drugs, he's not as entertaining. And that's fucked up to say. Sorry. The albums just weren't as good. The material wasn't as good. It is what it is. Whatever. I'm not saying go get back on it and drop the record, but a little bit of drama, controversy, tragedy, it creates the best in an artist, because an artist is, tortured, suffering. I think Amy Winehouse, I don't know, man. I just think if Kanye is going through some shit and he channels it the right way, we might get a really interesting album. So I'm hoping that's what happens, bro. I have no idea where Nappy is.
Yeah, nah, he sound like he lost. Unfortunate.
He hella lost. All right, I'm gonna get him back. Look, if for some reason he doesn't come back, we will find a way to ask the 7 remaining questions on Instagram Live. We'll get it done. I was gonna ask him, like, do you remember that show? I don't know if you watched BET a lot, like I did. Rap City, The Basement on BET.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
So this
I watched like Fuse in my formative years, like when I was a teenager.
That makes more sense. It was hosted by this guy Big Tigger, and he would bring on rappers. They'd do interviews, talk shit, play music videos, and then at the end they would hit the booth and they would freestyle. I was gonna ask him if he had any beats off the top of his head he'd want to freestyle to. That show was dope, man. Actually, at one point I modeled my room after it because it was just like covered in like rap posters and shit.
Yeah,
dude. Come on, Nappy. I need to make fun of the Clippers and the Lakers here.
Oh my god.
Well, we can wait a couple minutes and then we're gonna go. What have you been doing? You recording new shit? You have a podcast?
Yeah, so we're still doing the Good Session podcast. New episodes every Sunday. We're getting ready to come back and kind of get back together since I'm healthy and safe. We got a whole new live stream setup that we're gonna do, and still manage to do everything in person. So we're kind of combining the best of both worlds, so we can still have fan interaction with everybody. But it's gonna be fun. I'm super excited about it. We're, like I said, we told you on the last show, we're still finishing the St. Cloud album. We have 2 new music videos in the vault that we shot with Landon Coates. Shout out Landon. It's super dope. Got a couple other things that I'm working on. I finally got started on that beat playlist, so that's going to be dropping.
I might have to resurrect my rap career and get on some of your beats.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Get it. Okay.
I'm with it. But yeah, no, I mean, I've just been, working through the winter.
Yeah, the winter sucked. You want me to talk shit on an artist? Because I just got an email. I wouldn't mind talking shit. Do you remember
Who is it?
Juliet Sims from the Automatic Love Letter?
I do actually.
This is her. This is her new name, Lilith Czar. She changed her name. She's got a new image. She dropped a song today, and it's fucking terrible. Oh my god, I don't know what.
She has such a good voice, though.
She's great. She's very talented. She's doing a very specific sound and genre. She's dating Andy Biersack from Black Veil Brides, and her music is now becoming worse than his. The new song she dropped, it isn't special. I don't feel like it's original. I saw a bunch of people saying that she was ripping off Ghost. I didn't really get that, but
I'll have to check it out.
their own. Just really weird. I mean, she basically went from being the blonde pop rock bubblegum songstress, and now she's darker and edgier and sad. I don't know if she's sad. I hope she's not sad. I'm gonna have to give up on Nappy for now because I haven't heard a response. And if I was in Hawaii, I wouldn't give a fuck about me either. Jordan, where can I find you on social?
He seemed pretty into the podcast, though.
I imagine he's just having issues.
Yeah. You could find me at Jordan Modro on pretty much everything. That's my first and last name. Not really.
You sound so sad when you say it.
No, just because there's nothing like super special about it or anything. It's just my first and last name. Easy to find me. No hard. Good Session Podcast on everything except Twitter. It's Good Session PC because Good Session Podcast was too long. You can follow my bands at St. Cloud. If you want to go check out my old band at Avion Row.
I tried to tag Avion Row in some Instagram posts and it's been disabled. Yeah, I don't know either. I definitely did enjoy Avion
I'm not
Row.
doing that band. I'm not doing that band anymore.
Wow, you sound like such a prick when you say that. I'm not even in that band anymore.
I'm not doing it.
I don't even do that band now.
I'm not.
That's
not
like
currently right into
bullshit.
that.
If you're looking for me, I am easy to find. I'm frozen in Texas. You can find me on Instagram at iHateTheScene. You can find me on Twitter at iHateTheScene because some dumb son of a bitch stole our user tag. This is the part where Brian would say, "Listen here, random name I just made up. You son of a bitch. Okay, I found you. I'm gonna stalk you and I'm gonna come after you and I'm gonna kidnap your dog. I'm gonna kidnap it until you give us your name back." You can watch our streams every Friday night, 8 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock on the East Coast. We stream on youtube.com/c/iHateTheScene. You can also see us on twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, facebook.com/iHateTheScene, and all of these links are available at iHateTheScene.com because I'm a big boy and I have a real .com, and I can't expect all of you to remember these stupid names. Why did they put the fucking C in the middle? Like C for channel. I don't need that C. Why can't it just be .com/iHateTheScene? You see, Twitch and Facebook got it. It's aggravating. Anyways, go hit up all those.
Professional. You spouted that shit off like a fucking pro.
It gets old after a while. We've done 46 weeks in a row, man. Oh,
we're on podcast episode 18 next week. So,
hey, man, it's all about consistency, bro. Just keep going. I just stay trucking along. We only had 4 people listening to us for a long time, and now look at us. We have 202 people watching.
Hey,
I will be doing my best to secure the rest of the interview with Nappy. You can definitely check that on our Instagram live. I haven't spoke to him to get him back on, so I don't know when that'll be. It'll be this week before our next episode airs. Brian, who's our guest? Oh, wait, no, Brian, that's right. Brian died of COVID.
Be safe.
Forgot about that.
Brother. Be safe, man.
Next week, we have Texas band Raincheck. They've been on our show before, and they're really cool. Holy shit. Let's see if this works.
He's back.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, he almost completed his sign up.
Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Oh.
My bad, dude.
I was sweating, bro.
Hey.
And my phone died, and I was like, fuck. So
That's what it is.
All the way back here.
Well, I appreciate you sprinting back just for us. We filibustered for a good enough time, bro. We were seconds away from just ending the show. I'm so glad you're back.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was about to just be like, all right, I'll track him down on Instagram and we'll finish it on there.
No, man.
I finished shouting out all my shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, as soon as you disconnected, we just straight talk shit about you. That's how it went.
So if you want to sign off, come back to the hour mark.
Do you remember the show Rap City The Basement on BET?
You didn't miss
Okay.
a beat. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. But yeah, okay, so that show was the shit. If you were on that show, like if it still existed, what modern day beat would you want to freestyle? Or is freestyling not your thing? It ain't my thing.
No.
It doesn't sell.
Modern day?
I mean, like a modern day beat that you'd want to like rap over, you know? Because like, of course, everyone would pick Shook Ones or something.
Wait, which beat?
Shook Ones.
Mob beat.
Shook Ones. Nah, I wouldn't pick something like that. I feel like when a rapper does that, it's like corny. It's like
Well, after it was featured in 8 Mile, it was kind of dead.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Man. It's probably anything Ninth Wonder, I think. Anything
Okay.
Ninth Wonder. Okay. Like, I just don't know a specific beat.
I would go something polar opposite of what you already do. So I would pick something from like someone who's just completely different style. I don't even know. I don't know.
Rush Hour by Mac Miller.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe an R&B beat.
ID Labs, man. Shout out Pittsburgh.
Maybe a Monty Mari beat.
I'm gonna say any beat that's featured on a Nav CD because he has really good beats and he just bores the shit out of me as soon as he starts rapping.
You said modern day, so I was like, I would go with something that's come out in the last like 5 years or something.
Yeah, I mean anything Alchemist made or Derringer, Hit Boy.
Yeah.
All good shit.
Or even
Actually, you said Alchemist. I'm gonna go All Glass. And the last song on Alfredo, bro, that shit is a fucking classic. I ran that song back multiple times the first time I heard that album. I was like, hold on a minute, what?
And Frank Lucas too. I think.
Yes.
Hold on, what's that nasty ass beat? Was
grimy. Oh, and it was so like that shit tripped me out, man. I loved it.
One of Benny's best verses, I think, like ever.
And the beat is so simple.
Yeah,
it's so simple. Like there's nothing to that beat. It's a bass and drums and a fucking synth. Like
that's what makes
2 notes.
Great, man. Like,
I know, man. Like it's just like simplicity is so fucking key, and he nails it. He makes great beats with like almost nothing in them. Like look at me. Like look at me has like barely just like he's a fucking genius, man.
I was told a long time ago that you don't necessarily need a ton of sounds in your beat for it to slap.
You don't.
You really don't.
The one with 100 Racks with Conway and Boldy is just really I chopped the sample and put a kick and that's it.
Sometimes it's all you need, man.
Yeah, dude.
I was gonna bring up the beat. Have you heard the song Frank Murphy off the last West Side Gun CD? It's the beat that goes in slow-mo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Is that cool or annoying?
I think it's annoying. I think it's annoying.
I think it's both.
Like Westside, like his flow will make it better, but lately, like his beats kind of repetitive. I think he would sound dope on my shit.
Oh, yo, whoa,
there you go.
Side, yo,
he was actually supposed to be on the last album, by the way. Him and MF Doom. MF Doom was in the bag. Like me and him were gonna work. We talked about it. We had 2 songs, and I fucking had the track list ready. Yeah, the true story. I swear I have.
I'm like, I'm just like, damn, because he died what, Halloween?
Yeah, I didn't know because we.
No one did.
We talked back in May last year.
Oh
and
wow!
He was gonna be on Villains, and I don't know what happened. I told him like the track list, like I kind of have it ready, so you're gonna be on the next album. Cool. I shot him 2 beats. He wrote to him. We're gonna record him in January.
Oh,
I didn't even know he passed away.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone did.
True story.
No,
like,
they didn't say anything till the end of the year. They never
And
That
put
would
the
have been
Sam, they never put
fly
out
as
anything.
shit if we had MF Doom and Nappy High. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Close. I should have done it,
Wow.
man. I feel like so much regret with that because I thought like it wasn't gonna be a problem. Like you're gonna be on the next
Yeah.
album. Like it's cool. Like but damn, fucked up.
Life got in the way.
I'm not gonna let that shit happen again, man.
Nah, man, for sure.
While we're
Damn.
speaking of somber topics like death, I wanted to ask you as an LA native, how did you feel about like the two biggest Los Angeles legends kind of at the time? You got Kobe Bryant and then Nipsey Hussle, who a lot were saying is like the second coming of Tupac practically.
Yeah.
And we lose them both. What were you feeling when all that went down, man?
It was I remember I was traveling a lot. I think I had a show in Dallas. I had a show in Seattle that same week when Nipsey died. And I was going to the airport and like everybody at the airport was crying. And like the dude TSA was crying, like everybody. And some dude's like, "Hey, like you all right?" He asked me and I'm like, "Yeah, like what happened?" And he pulled it up on his phone and I'm like, "Damn, man, like Nipsey
It didn't even
like,
seem real.
yeah, he's more than rap, man. Like he's about. It's funny because I grew up like 12 blocks to where he grew up. Like I grew up on 85th on Hoover, and like that dude, like he changed the game. And Kobe, like he's, I mean, you guys know he's
Legend.
Kobe's what he meant to that city is incredible.
Honestly, Kobe's my MJ. Like I didn't get that grow up. I grew up getting to watch Kobe. Like that's for me.
Me too.
So like that's just horrible.
I grew up almost my whole life rooting against Kobe because he was always taking down the Sacramento Kings. Viciously too, man. Like we could not get out of the West. It was always them. I do like the Warriors. I like both NorCal teams. I can't like them both. They're never competitive at the same time. It's never been an issue. Like the Kings have not, they barely matter now. Like they're exciting to watch, but I just don't think they're going to be there at the end. The Warriors, however, we're looking okay without Clay at least.
Yeah, 7-8 spot. But going back to what you're saying,
Clay's out here in the fucking announcer booth,
letting them have it too.
When Kobe died, man, like that was like one of the saddest days. Hey, and you know what was crazy about that day too was I was recording with Memnock and one of my homies, Ralphie from Seattle, in LA. And we were making music too, and we were in the car driving back, and I look at my phone, and I'm just like, "Fuck!" Like, nah. I was like, "This is fake. People are just making fake topics, you know." And it comes out as real, and I'm just like, "Man, like."
You never thought Kobe, man. Not Kobe.
That was definitely the celebrity death that hit me the worst. I was so overwhelmed with sadness, man. Like I caught the news really early before they were even saying it on ESPN. I had caught wind of it on Reddit. I had to start Googling it. I was actually on tour. I was in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and got that news. And when I arrived at the venue, I just stayed in the van and I didn't do nothing. And people were coming up asking to see the artist. And I'm like, man, Kobe Bryant just died. Can you leave me alone? Like, you're Canadian. I know you don't get it. It's not like, Wayne Gretzky died or you lost Bret Hart. We lost Kobe, and that shit just sucked.
Oh.
Yeah, that was...
Bret Hart, really?
I said Bret because we already lost Owen. Yeah, I don't want to lose either one. They're great. The Hitman. What did he say? Kobe Bryant... Oh, yeah, big-time wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Are you a wrestling fan?
I was.
Attitude Era type shit, like...
WWF, it was.
When the F disappeared, so did you?
Yeah.
I hear that a lot, and I don't blame you, man. It changed. It changed a lot.
Hey, man, looking back, that shit was pretty, like, raunchy.
Grade A entertainment, man.
Raunchy as fuck.
Oh, man, I'll never get over the crazy shit they did in the 90s, whether... purposeful nip slips, bra and panties matches, gravy boat matches, Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
I remember that with Mark Henry.
Yes. Oh my God, dude. That was the funniest moment ever. Do you know why it was a hand?
I don't.
Nobody knew why it was a hand, and it took me like
a Halloween hand with like
with goo on it. I found this out 15 years after it aired. The reason it was a hand is because Mae Young was old as shit. And the very first dildos were mannequin hands that you'd shove up there.
That's not an explanation. That's what they said, really?
That's what they said. That was the joke. But like, no one even understood that. Mark Henry didn't understand why they had a hand.
Sexual chocolate, man.
Yeah.
Are you still wrestling?
No, he retired, but he did go out on top. He won a world title. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he has a podcast, or it might be Real Radio. He's on Busted Open Radio. Hell of a dude, though, man. That's someone I'd like to interview. Mark Henry's dope as shit.
Hey, shout out the Godfather.
Shout out the entire Nation of Domination if we're getting down to it, bro. Like all those dudes.
Was Val Venus in that shit?
He was. Nation of Domination was practically all black dudes.
What the fuck?
Hello, ladies.
He'll come out in the towel.
Yo, somebody needs to fucking sample that shit. Val Venus on his saxophones and shit. Like,
you know, in real life, Val Venus, Sean Morley, he's a big time weed advocate, and he's a full blown Trump supporter.
Oh
really?
Man,
yeah.
I was just about to be like, yeah.
I know everything.
This dude's fucking research is incredible, man.
So you're obviously
that dude is god tier.
And yeah.
I'm sorry,
he chases
Matt,
Lil Uzi Vert.
God tier, like he knows everything about everybody.
It's cool. I'm never gonna wear that fucking hat. So you're obviously a Laker fan. Who is anyone a Clipper fan? Why are no rappers Clipper fans? Like, no one ever claims them.
If you're really from LA, you're not a Clipper fan. But if you're like from like fucking
Inland Empire,
and like stuff like that, you're a Clipper fan.
If you're from IE, you could be a Clipper fan.
Yeah. Exactly.
Somehow, I totally understood that. Like, I
the
totally
gang
was
sign?
like, no. He was like, if you're from LA, you're a Lakers fan. I was just like, I get it.
The way I had it explained to me, at least with baseball, was the Dodgers are for the working class, and the Angels are for the stuck-up rich assholes.
Well, that shit ain't even in LA. Like, it's in Anaheim.
It's in Anaheim. Los Angeles, right. Angels of Anaheim, California, United States, North America.
Yeah, you know what? I would say that the Lakers and the Clippers are like the Yankees and the Mets. Like the fucking,
haven't the Mets won?
The Yankees, I mean, I don't know, but like they haven't lately. But I mean, like the Clippers are starting to come around. We obviously could say that. I'm
a big time Kawhi hater.
Even though Dame Lillard's just putting just cash in Paul George's face, we don't need to talk about that, or we do. Like
playoff P.
They are, but the Lakers are prestigious. Like they are legend. They're one of them. They're probably, I would arguably, the most legendary franchise in the league. And then you have the Clippers, who are just like, oh yeah, you guys are here.
But the Clippers were owned by Donald Sterling, and the whole. Okay, we'll just, you know what? Never mind. We'll get off that.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck Donald Sterling for sure.
Fuck that guy.
Is he still alive, Jamie? Is he still alive?
I think he's alive.
Look it up.
He's alive.
Jamie, is he still alive?
I hope not, man. Fuck that. Last two questions. How would you describe your style to someone that's never heard you?
For sure, funk influence. For sure, soul influenced. A lot of bass, because especially from samples. I mean, I do consider myself a sample-based producer, even though I do play keys and shit like that. But yeah, I'll just say a lot of soul, a lot of funk, a lot of instrumentals. I mean, pretty straightforward.
Very nice. Whoa! Shout out to the best Laker ever, Mark Madsen. Interesting.
I feel like there's like a bunch of other choices that you can.
I feel like Mark Madsen might be like 8th or 9th on that list, dude.
Slava Medvedenko, greatest Laker.
Sasha Vujacic.
Hey, Rick Fox.
Kwame Brown.
Oh, when you say Kwame Brown, only one word comes to mind: turd.
I just had to say that because that video of Stephen A. Smith just destroying him went viral again, and
Kwame Brown.
who cares?
He
It's
can't play.
Kwame
He's
Brown.
got small hands.
Kwame Brown. However, I love Stephen A.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
You have the unmitigated goal to come on. He's just crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I love it. He's got his own Disney Plus show and shit. Like,
He did?
good.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, the Stephen A. Smith show or something?
Doing it. Stephen A.'s World.
Yeah.
Right. I
All
love
right.
Stephen A., man.
Final question. Maybe the most important question. Maybe this might even be like an essay style answer.
Tight.
What does the West Coast mean to you?
Dude, the West Coast and Cali is my heart. That's who I am. If without where I grew up, without that music, without the culture, I wouldn't be making the music I do today. And I would probably be just like a normal dude. Like I wouldn't make music. I would just go on with life and not fucking even be happy, dude. Like the culture is different. Like that the West Coast culture is, to me, like everybody's wearing Dickies and like everybody has lowriders and shit like that. Like it's just normal. It's just life. Like people have beef, they fucking fight. Like it's just life. Like, but it's nothing like spiteful enough. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like where I grew up, that shit was tough, but everybody got along until something happened where you didn't get along, but then you handled it. But
What city did you grow up in?
LA. I grew up in South Central LA.
Oh,
you said Hoover. I was gonna say shout out Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, Schoolboy. That's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites, man.
I met him once in Low End Theory. I don't know if you guys heard of Low End Theory.
Yeah.
But it's closed now. But I used to do. That's the big fucking reason why I make music too. Is Low End Theory. Every Wednesday. But now it's closed. But
I think this is closed too, but did you ever fuck with World on Wheels? Mid City.
That is.
All right, so never mind. It's I know Dilated Peoples had a song titled after that. It was somewhere around Mid City. I grew up in Mid City near World on Wheels before Reaganomics crack came and more blood spilled. I don't know. I never been there. I wasn't old enough to go to clubs when I heard that line.
I was a fucking kid.
We've been interviewing a ton of bands and like metal bands and stuff, and with them it's a little different when we ask like, you know, what does your geographical region or your location like play into your music? I always think it's very representative in hip hop. You can tell, oh, that guy's a West Coast MC, he's a Southern MC. You can tell where they're from by the way they sound, by the way their beats are, their style and stuff. So I definitely appreciate that answer because it's hip hop is very representative. Like everyone shouts out their city. Like it's weird if you heard someone and didn't know where they were from.
Yeah. The thing about LA is like there's so much diversity, like as far as MCs and producers or whatever. Like everybody gets along, everybody supports, but the music is just so different. Like I think from other cities.
Oh yeah, that's why I had the gangster rap backpack rap question because everyone knows about the Dr. Dre's and exhibits and all that stuff, but there's an entire underground scene that if you're not from California, you may have never heard of. Like it weirds me out when people haven't heard of like hieroglyphics. You know, like the entire Liquid crew, Alcoholics, Dilated, Planet Asia.
People on the stairs. Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, like a lot of people from LA don't really like listen to that West Coast shit, which is weird because like the people I make music with from the West Coast, they're like, oh, I grew up listening to like Wu-Tang and Nas and like, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like, but they're like, I never really listened to like Dr. Dre and Snoop and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
why?
I don't know.
Because you almost kind of feel like that everybody around that area, you're just like, oh, everybody has this same identity. Like, I'm gonna branch out and go find something different to go find my own. Like, people always want to find artists and they feel like is theirs. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
no one else has heard of them.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's how I was when I was a teenager and I was discovering, you know, punk rock, you know, all the fucking post-hardcore screamo bands and shit.
You were gatekeeping.
I probably, but like whatever. That's how it fucking felt. You wanted to go find something that you hadn't, they hadn't heard before. So like I kind of feel that.
You were in high school. You were in high school.
Yeah.
Because me too. I did the same shit.
Yeah.
I'll try to find music that nobody knew. And I'll surf the web like crazy to find an artist and be like, yeah, like I know this artist. And look at this song, you know.
I didn't have to like the artist and no one else had heard of, but what I really did like to do, and then it helped when I launched the podcast, I like to find artists that are unsigned and they're about to blow up. And I can snag their demo on the internet first before a bunch of people have heard of them. And then by the time they've launched and put out an album, it's like, oh yeah, I've already been on their shit for a year now. I love doing that stuff.
You know who I had an artist like that. I used to watch her for like $10, and I knew she was talented, and I knew she would blow up. And she even offered to work with me, and I didn't work with her. And now she's like one of the biggest rappers ever. Can you guys guess? She's a female too. Well, obviously.
From LA?
From Malibu originally. And she worked. She just released a song with Megan. And it's a remix with Megan and
Doja
Cat, yes.
God, oh man, she's so beautiful.
Doja.
Yes, like I used to watch her in LA because she's from Malibu, and she would like freestyle with like Dumbfounded and like cats like that.
Dumbfounded, wow, I haven't heard that.
I like her style.
Awesome.
She was dope. Like I used to listen to her music with My Design and like what's the other dude? Dream Koala. Like, I don't know if you guys heard these dudes, but
I've never heard that name, but that's a dope name. Dream
Koala.
Yeah, Dream Koala, man. These beats are dope. But she was just coming up, and like we chopped it up, and we wanted to work, and I just never got to it. And then later on, she's like the biggest fucking female rapper ever. I'm like, damn, I messed up.
I mean, that shit happens. As Justin says, get wrecked.
Fuck yeah, Justin.
Is there any rappers in the game that you have not had any contact with that you would like to collaborate in the future? I mean, even fantasy ones. Like, if you wanted to work with Prince, fuck it.
Definitely K-Dot, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anybody TDE. When it comes to collaborating, I try not to force it. Like, I try to stick to what... I mean, unless it's, like, really experimental. Westside Gun was up there, but it's going to happen this year.
Yes.
Nice.
Do it, Alvin.
I guess I'd rather just say it now, but in April, I have a 10-track album coming out called Yellow, and it has Devin Morrison, Imani Mari, this new rapper who's fucking dope called I Hate You, Alex, who's local. Memnon,
is his name Alex?
Imagine it's not. It is Alex.
I was gonna say that he just named it after hating someone that viciously.
That's funny. That'd be funny.
Memnock Blue, and a singer, her name is Maggie King, who she's like huge on TikTok for some reason, but she's really, really talented. So
TikTok's where it's at now, man. That's how you grab the kids. Well, when I say grab the kids, I mean as an audience. I don't, I'll just go ahead and leave.
My man kicked himself.
We got to be real PC, We don't want the haters getting on it.
Oh, okay. Back on track. Okay, Nas for sure. Woo! Nas, I want to collaborate with.
That'd be awesome.
Kanye, Fonte for sure.
Actually,
little brother in general.
People have slept on Fonte forever.
I think I can work with Fonte this year. I'm gonna make it happen.
Bro, make an R&B song with him. That motherfucker's so good.
The track Yellow, or the album Yellow, is actually more R&B, neo soul influence, but there is hip hop on it too, and instrumentals. But it's dope. Like, it's really fucking good.
Damn, April can't get here soon enough.
Yeah, nobody even knows about it. I just announced it here for the first time.
Hey,
exclusive.
Exclusive.
April. Yellow. April's gonna be yellow as fuck.
And then, I think Jay-Z too, obviously. I've been listening to a lot of Jay. K-Tronada would love to work with. Madlib. Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think me and him would make magic.
Big Rabbit.
Kind of hard to say that like Freddie wouldn't be Magic on a song, but that y'all together would be dope.
He's crushing everything, dude.
It really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freddie just dropped that song with Schoolboy. That shit was hard as fuck.
He's up
Yeah,
there.
it's actually pretty smart too.
He's going for it, man. I think he's going for the crown. I think he's not afraid, you know. And I really
want Freddie.
to win, too.
I want Freddie to win that Grammy so bad because I know he's going to act
dude.
a fucking.
It's Alfredo,
fool.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that would be nice.
So that's Alk's one
Alk.
nomination, and then he got the fucking song on the Jay Electronica album.
Oh yeah.
So he got 2 shots at a fucking Grammy.
Yo, did that Jay Electronic album was weird. Why did we wait 12 years to hear a mixtape with Jay-Z?
I loved it. I fucking loved it, dude. It was so awesome.
I mean, it's cool, but like that's just really odd. We waited like forever, and half of the album is Jigga.
I don't know, man. Like, I wasn't mad about it. In fact,
I'm not saying it's a problem, but it is weird. Like this is your debut, even if you signed 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It is very weird, but like
he seems like that though. Like he seems like kind of weird guy. I don't know.
Do you think it has anything to
Jay
do?
Jay Electronica? Wow.
Yeah.
There's rumors that Jay was with Erykah Badu, right? He was dating her, and
that's another collaboration. Erykah Badu is one of
great.
my top favorite artists of all time. Her album
She's great.
Baduism like changed me, dude. Like I bumped that record, and then that album is fucking incredible. Like she's
For
to
sure.
me, she's on par with like Stevie Wonder and like artists.
she's
like
an
that.
artist.
Oh yeah.
She's just that amazing. But she's definitely one of my dreams to collaborate with.
She also has that Kardashian stigma to her that she quote unquote ruins men. That they literally say that she's gone through and destroyed people. And then she's acknowledged it, like bragged about it. I'm like, you know what? Own it. Just fuck it.
Hey, she
Fuck
knows
it.
her pussy. She knows her pussy's bomb, probably.
Wasn't she selling a candle that smelled like
Yeah.
her vagina,
Yeah.
like Gwyneth Paltrow
Yeah.
did?
And that shit sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, she knows she's hot.
I just want to know, how do you collect the scent? Does a candle maker just like get down there and like, I'm gonna extract this part and half a pube? How do you create vagina smell?
I don't know. Squirt.
Oh my god, the soda, right?
Like, you just put it in a cup. You put it in a cup, and then you just like mix it. You get the scent, freeze it, and then you get that shit.
You know, if you ever get the collaboration, ask her. I feel like she'll
This is
tell
a
you.
great time to remind everyone this episode of I Hate the Scene is brought to you by Squirt, your #1 soda.
The #1 grapefruit soda in America.
Oh yeah, it is grapefruit. Weird. So you told us Yellow comes out in April. We're gonna be looking for that. Everyone needs to be looking for that. April, Yellow. You said 10 songs. That's gonna be fire.
Yes.
What else you got going on, bro? You seem to be a busy man.
I am working on another project after that. It's all I can say is that it's gonna be gritty. Like it's really west. Like it's not so much West Coast, but I would say it's like in the realm of. I don't know if you heard of Your Old Droog and like, I mean it's Griselda era-ish, I guess. But all I would say is that Wu-Tang members are a part of this.
Oh,
This man is dropping some fucking heat on here.
Oh my god, please have the chef.
That's all I'm gonna say. So.
Oh, please be the chef.
Yo.
Oh my god, that's fire. All right, well.
My man's hustle is
You're
absurd.
A good guesser, man. You're a good
We
guesser.
just left y'all with a lot of shit to anticipate. Damn.
You said you're a good guesser. I don't know if you caught that.
Because I said the chef.
Yeah.
I just love Raekwon's
You're
flow,
a really
dude.
good guesser, man.
Like if I'm going with I mean, Method Man obviously has obtained GOAT status, but like you're saying Wu-Tang members gonna be on there, I'm going immediately. Raekwon and Ghostface is who I want to hear. I want to hear some gritty shit. You say gritty, I'm thinking those two. They're definitely like 1, 2, and then Meth might be that third tier gritty. If ODB was still alive, it'd be him.
No comment, man, because you're too accurate. So
I just ruined everything.
So you need to stop. Yeah.
If you need more
Hey.
rumors on Nappy High releases, DM me. I will make stuff up for you.
Yeah, those,
Nappy, where can they find you on social media, my man?
oh, you can find me on Instagram, Nappy High _, Twitter, Westside Nappy _. My
Westside
music,
Nappy.
it's all on Apple Music, all on Spotify, whatever streaming platform you have. Be on the lookout for Villains. It's going to be on vinyl next month early. It's going to be in stores in LA, San Diego, Hawaii, also in the Bay.
Rasputin.
Online too. So just be on the lookout for that. And yellow.
Dope. I love vinyl.
Yeah.
I want that shit. Any last words, my man? It's been an awesome episode. You've been a great guest. You've dropped some gems on us. It's been fucking rad.
Dude, you need to stop fucking guessing right, man. Because
It's awesome.
Well, and whoever's watching though knows that Ghostface and Raekwon are gonna be on my album though. So, fuck it.
I mean, there was only 9 options.
Capadonna too. So
He's part of the 9, right? Oh no, that's You God. Capadonna is not part of the 9. He's is he Syndicate?
no, he's part of Wu-Tang, but he was just later. He became an official member later.
Technically, I guess it is the 9 because we don't have ODB anymore. So I guess that works.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fucked up way to put it.
Yeah. Tom Kennedy too. So
Hey,
I'm gonna be spreading mad rumors about all the guest appearances on your Yellow album, bro.
I was gonna say even the stuff that like you got out. Like I was looking through some of the albums. Like you got fucking Currency.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, dude,
Currency's underrated too, man.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we were talking about the Underground King shit earlier, and I was like, "Yo, Currency is definitely that." Like,
Yeah.
I love it, and I bet like he crushes it. That is his fucking thing, and
I seen him live
he
one
loves it,
time
man.
in New Orleans. He was dope.
Yeah, I love Currency. I love working with him. So it might happen again too.
Oh yeah,
That would be dope.
Yeah,
I'm
I would say
stoked.
Pittsburgh kid. So you know, I know Currency through Wiz and all that shit. Like
Jet Life.
the car, car service and all that fucking shit. The How Fly mixtape.
Mixtapes are dope, and that album he has with Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist too is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Fetty or
Yeah, Fetty.
I love.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
him.
fire.
it's a great album.
All right, so all our viewers out there, you have a ton of shit to go do right now. You're already subscribed to us, so rate, review, subscribe, do that shit. You need to go stream all of Nappy High Villains. You need to pre-order Villains on vinyl, and you need to impatiently wait for Yellow to drop in April like I am, and continue to guess at the other Wu-Tang guest appearances.
Yeah, stop that, man. Fuck.
Any last words before we sign off for our great folks?
No, man. Just thank you to all my fans that been listening to my music. Thank you to you guys. Sorry about earlier. Phone
It ain't
died,
nothing.
Hey, it's all
You
good.
guys made it happen because you guys are professionals.
We filibustered. We literally just said for 15 minutes.
Just praying for Texas, But that's it, man. That's all I got.
Boom. Stay safe out there, people. And remember, there's always cake and punch in the backstage area, so stick around.
Yeah, vegan punch.
I knew I was fucked.